So this is a recap for live stream. I believe it's 1:45, and as we can see, we've had a losing day. It's not our best day of trading, of course, but we followed the plan for the most part, and that's what's important here. So it is recap 1:45. So at one point we were up over 100 unrealized, but we ended the day down 95. Let's have a look at the trades. Started gold. We only had one trade today on gold. Only set up to the long side, went long after we broke these highs here for the second time there. Price came down, stopped the last 19. On YM, there was only one trade. We took the long here. We're looking for... I'm surprised I haven't got the level on there. Oh, it's 593. We're looking for a move up to 593. Price came pretty close, 20 or so points away, and we just hung around. Eventually closed the position here at the end of the day for minus 2.7 there. RTY, problematic instrument. First trade worked itself out perfectly, picked up 32.50, took a re-entry long, got stopped out, market rolled. Did see it coming through here. It did look heavy. Then eventually had the move down, similar to what we saw yesterday. That happened just after 2 there, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lost 14.5. Prices came back, went for another re-entry long, lost 15. Crossed the 2, pretty much gave back all the gains we picked up through here. There was a setup here, didn't take it because I already had 2 losses on ES. Let's see what we did on ES. So first trade, what is this? So the first trade I went long, and because of Michigan consumer sentiment news, decided to get out for break even. That's what I picked up there. Went long again over here, and this was, I think it's a re-entry long here. Went long, target was up at 47.50. Price came into the 40s, encountered resistance around the 40, pulled back, closed at the end of the day here for just 3.75. So roundabout break even there. NQ is where the most damage got done here today. So we had the previous day high up around the 83s. I do want to take the long, especially with the Michigan consumer sentiment. Price came back. Thought we could see a bounce off that level, so went long. Selling seemed pretty strong, so exited for minus 10. Price came down pretty close towards the VWAP here. Went long again. Continued to see the selling. The original stop was around about 23. Exited. Price would have came and stopped us out. Anyway, saw prices were holding up on ES to the upside. Saw prices were holding up, so placed an order to get back in where the original entry was before the consumer sentiment news. Took the long there. Price came within 5 ticks of my target before retracing, held a position. At first I thought about taking profit here in order to offset the 40 lost through these 2 trades. The goal, part of the plan was to, that I thought about was to take profits at 36.75, wait for prices to pull back down to 93 to get back in to look for that 62.25, but decided to hold. Had to hold through this pullback all the way down to VWAP. Eventually target was hit at 62.25. Then got a pullback long here, went long. Prices had equal closes and opens just through here. I didn't like that, especially with this high. Seemed to be holding up there. Price came down on this strong volume spike, bearish to the downside. Lost 46.750 there. Closed bullish. Thought this was a continuation long, especially after yesterday where we had a big bearish candle with a wick, a lot of volume. Bullish candle. Thought we would see continuation to the upside despite the fact that we had the resistance through here for quite some time today. Went long and eventually was stopped out there. Lost 56.500. More recently, after having 2 losses, I was equally as cautious as with RTY and went long. Decided that if we get to that 36.75, we'll just stop to break even. Did that and was stopped out. So that's pretty much how we lost 95 today. Just talking through trades. We'll have a look here at the trade performance. Now, I have been trying to more recently hold to target or stop. As you can see, we have a lot of volatility in the P&L. Coming into the day on NQ, the range was 75 points, which is very low. I thought today, if we could get about 50-60 points, it would be a pretty good day in terms of P&L regarding the volatility of the market. But after getting into the market, after being up 100, of course, I could have closed the position, could have flattened all the positions, but wanted to let the trades play out as they're designed in the system. And in so doing, I ended up losing 95. But we'll have a look at our equity curve, which is quite volatile. So as we can see here, we were about... Oh, it was a break-even trade I took with the Michigan Consumer Sentiment News. Drew down 40, managed to get back positive on the day. I was up 38. There, after which I drew down 96,700 at the lows, and eventually I'm going to end the day down 95 there. On the summary page, you can see total gains, total losses, negative profit factor, percentage profit. We had a break-even trade through there. Average win, average loss, not a great ratio. Largest win, largest loss, not a great ratio. But the thing I look at the most is the equity curve, and there's far too much volatility. But that's what's to be expected with holding to targets and stop. The larger losses are going to result in bigger drawdowns in the overall equity curve because we're not cutting the losers short. But the hope is that on days when the market is compliant and the strategy is working well, we're going to have very big days. And that's what the hope is, that on the really good days, that the P&L is going to reflect that, and we're going to have some very good days. But I think that covers everything for now. So with that said, thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.